Yeah, we'll keep it quick. There's no like hard, cold open.
See how scary it is.
When people have been in the industry for a while and their continuous innovation to keep building a brand, and it's really quite exciting. And for us, we're always curious about like, what does that look like from an investment perspective? Like, how do you kind of go from everything from COVID-19 to what we're at now and maybe navigating different challenges, like growing the brand and looking at it from that perspective? Like, what's the big investments that you guys are looking at right now? And I don't know if you could walk me through any of that.
In terms of capital investments, time investments?
Yeah, just anything, kind of wherever that question takes you.
Well, I think probably the biggest place right now is investing in the brand.
Yeah.
And mostly investing in people. I think training has been critical. One of the things we with COVID's kind of created a lot of challenges in the restaurant, and one of those is people.
Yeah.
And people got used to not working, not coming in, and so we saw a lot of turnover and a lot of people that left the industry. Yeah. Not knowing when they could come back to work, when they couldn't. And so we've really been rebuilding in that. And so helping as people come in to help them remember who the brand is, what is the brand? Yeah. And what do we stand for? What's critical? And so we've really had to spend a lot of time investing in training and teaching and re-engaging and sharing what we stand for and what our brand's about.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's something that's come up with numerous people we've also spoken to, is just how important it is to really not only develop your brand, but keep it sacred, right? Make it this thing that when a restaurant or comes in, they have a meal and they have a great experience, that they can depend upon coming back and having that same great experience, right? Yeah. That, making sure that we're investing in the quality of the training of the staff to give that consistent experience over and over again.
Yeah, I think COVID did a lot of bad things, right? But some of the good things coming out of COVID, it gave us that opportunity to restart, to reset, to refocus on who we really are and why we started the business, and sort of we almost restarted the business again. It was almost like starting from fresh again. So it's given us a real opportunity. Some of the issues that we're addressing that Steve mentioned really refocus our team on why the passion that we started the business for. It gave us a reason to go. So
that's cool. I mean, it'd be a great place to kind of jump in here. Like, kind of give us your guys' background and story of the brand. I'd love to have you guys introduce yourself a little bit. Obviously, it's a pretty cool brand, as we've spoken about earlier today.
Well, our background might be a little boring. You basically came up in the public accounting realm. Yeah. And I had the opportunity to go to Brazil and work there in Brazil. And while I was there, I obviously fell in love with the culture, fell in love with the people. Yeah. Fell in love with the food. Yeah. And while I was there, I went to work for another big restaurant company, leaving the accounting world, the public accounting world. Yeah. And when I came back to the States, I just missed the culture, missed the fun. Yeah. And so when we had the opportunity to start Tucanos, it was really to bring that culture to the U.S., to bring that experience here, and really bring the fun and the flair, the excitement, just the love for life that you feel when when you're traveling, especially in Brazil.
Well, that makes so much sense, right? You talk about the consistency of the brand and needing to invest in the people, right? If you're going to be providing that beautiful experience, that's going to be pretty integral to, every meal that someone has with you guys, right? And Joe, yourself, what's the history?
Yeah, similar background. Both of us are CPAs who came up through the big 8 ranks, now the big 4, of course. I was with the Burger King system in Miami and left and went in to do some other things, and then just missed the restaurant industry a lot. And Steve and I hooked up when we were living in Kansas, and eventually both of us ended up in Colorado and decided that there was a point in time where we could partner, and we started Tucanos a little over 25 years ago. So we've been in business for a long time, been through the ups and downs of 2008, obviously COVID, and we're still kicking, so we're still enjoying it. Love the industry. I mean, I like to say everybody's an expert in the restaurant industry, where you're a guest, an owner, an operator, an employee. Everybody knows what a restaurant is, right? They've been to a restaurant. So we listen to everybody because everybody's got great opinions, especially our guests. And so it's a fun industry being in, and we feel, we both figured we'd start this business, and if it didn't work out, we could go back into public accounting. Well, that was 30 years ago. There's no way we're going back into any kind of corporate life after this. And we wouldn't want to. We just love the industry, and it's been very good to us. And and it's been good to our families. So.
The excitement in the restaurant world is a little different.
And especially in the Brazilian concept, because in our concept, almost everyone's moving from the team to the guests. The guests are going up to our salad festival. The meat servers are coming around the restaurant. The servers are coming around and expediting drinks and appetizers and desserts. And there's so much activity and bright, colorful. It is truly an energetic experience to walk in to our restaurants, but in any restaurant, really.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's beautiful, right? Like the cool thing about a restaurant is you can go into somewhere and get a wildly different experience, whether you're in a French bistro and you're somewhere like yourself. It's even if you're in a fast food restaurant, like you have that experience. Everybody enjoys going in. You mentioned something earlier, Joe, about coming out of COVID-19 is, that kind of that fresh restart. It's that opportunity to start new a little bit. I'm curious, going into these kind of years coming up now, post-COVID and beyond, what are those new things that you guys are looking to change or invest in or anything like that?
Well, the big buzzword, I think, in most of these conferences now is AI, of course.
Yeah.
What can be automated? What things can you do better to serve our guests? Mm-hmm. So we're looking for those other channels, those other opportunities. You'd think we're kind of in that all-you-can-eat concept format, right? That there's no opportunities for off-premise dining, but there is a ton of opportunity, really. So we have great catering capabilities. We have real opportunities for delivery, for takeout, that we really haven't explored because we've always felt ourselves as an experiential concept. People want to experience it. Well, they do, but they also have their craveable favorites that they love.
Yeah, certainly.
That they'll want to get away from the restaurant whenever they can.
Makes sense. I mean, AI to me it's interesting. Everybody has a different take on what it's there to do, right? Whether it's a reallocation of time, but bringing in that AI and bringing in efficiency, like where do you want to put that investment after the fact? Is it back into training and the experience, or is there somewhere that you're trying to take something from to put to?
Well, I think that really the way we look at, or the way I look at the business is this is a connection business. Yeah. It's about people. Yeah. It's about our team members connecting with our guests. It's about our team connecting with each other. It's about the restaurant connecting with our community. And I guess I see AI as a tool that takes some of the administrative work of that, maybe takes some of the analysis and can move that off of the plate so that we can actually work on building those relationships. Yeah. And so what we're really focused on is, can we have a better experience on the phone with the guest so that they really feel that connection? And can AI make that a little easier? Can we, have a better training with our team members so that they can learn and really share the experience that they're having? And can we utilize AI in the training process to help them to get better? So I think AI is going to be a facilitator, not a replacer for us, and that it'll facilitate a lot of those administrative activities. But that is what will allow us to continue to build that connection and those relationships. I think being, the type of dining experience we are, where we're bringing all the meats around to the table, we're slicing them off the way you want them. We're just talking all day long with our guests and making those kinds of connections. Like Joe pointed out, that's hard to think about that traveling, but COVID forced us to do that. Yeah. And so we had to step back and, when you can't serve a guest right there, how do you do that? And so we've created, full menus that you can order for online, that come from us, so that you can have your favorite items. Yeah. You can have that variety. You don't still have to stick with just one thing because that's what's the menu. You can actually still get it all. Yeah. But you can do it and take it with you, or we can cater and bring it out to you. And so really investing in communication so that people understand what's available, and then delivering that as best we can.
Yeah, I think we're very early in the AI process, right? Who knows what's going to be happening 5 years from now? So we're all somewhat going in the dark with AI and what it's going to do for us, what it's not going to do. So I think there's a lot of open field there to understand what it's going to eventually do for us. But I think also what it may do is open some channels. Maybe it'll help us in our marketing. Maybe it will give us ideas that we've never done before, connect with our consumers in ways we haven't, make it a little bit easier to provide what they want. So time will tell, but we're optimistic in that regard.
I think the temptation sometimes is we get so stuck in the technology. Yeah. And I think people are always going to have that craving to have those times where they step back from that, where they build relationships, where they enjoy and they experience something new. And I think that's one of the things that we really offer.
Yeah.
And I just see that becoming more, and in a lot of areas, you see that happening less and less. And so that gives us an opportunity to provide more and more of that.
Yeah. I mean, I see people talking about AI a lot, and let's take it out of the restaurant industry. People talk about how AI is going to come in and take away jobs and, take away some of that human experience. Where I'm seeing your guys' conversation around AI, and I'm really happy to hear it. It's like, no, it's about taking the allocation of resources and shifting it more to the guest. Yeah. Right? If I'm spending time in the back office, maybe my manager isn't on the floor, right? And I want to optimize for the best guest experience. You've come from wherever you are to spend your hard-earned money with us. We want to show you the best time. And it seems like you guys take, quite a lot of pride in that guest experience. It's cool to see how you're considering the efficiency gain of AI and how we can use that to go back to the human element of things.
Yeah. Well, and it helps us build a better experience for our guests. I mean, one of the things, we have a survey platform that we use that generates information, being able to then analyze that and determine what do our guests really want, where would they like to see something go, where would they like to see the menu go, what kinds of experiences would they like to have different. Then we can use that information to then really give that experience to them.
Sweet. I love it. I'm curious, a bit of a change of question here, but over the past few years, obviously, you guys have made lots of changes since COVID. I think everybody has. Is there any one in particular that you're really quite proud of, that you came to early or that you went against the grain? Is there anything like that that kind of rings a bell for you?
No, I think we're proud of what we've been able to survive.
Yeah,
there are a lot of we feel the pain of the restaurant companies that haven't been able to survive, and there's been quite a few of them that haven't been able to. And it was really rocky for us for a while too. Yeah, we've thought March 18th, whatever the day when everything shut down in 2020 was going to be the end of our business. But somehow we were able to fight through it, and we've been fortunate to be here. So I think we're proud that we're able to work through that, and we lament the loss of a lot of great concepts because of it. But so we're just fortunate to be here.
The one thing I've seen with a lot of great brands was the commitment to their brand. Yeah. Right. There was a lot of pressure to change things, and yes, there was good change that came with it. There's all the off-prem dining that came, third-party delivery apps that help support. Maybe you got more into catering, but the brands who really stayed core to their average restaurant, where the person who's coming in those doors, it seems like those are the ones that have come out and have now come back as things have settled.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think you have to remember who you are. And you have to remember what got you where you were. And then you have to continue to deliver that level of experience that you're committed to. Yeah. And I think more than anything, it actually reemphasized how important it is that the core principles that we operate on, having a great vision, a great purpose for the company and for what we're trying to do, both with our team members and in their lives, as well as with our guests and in their lives.
The best operators we've spoken to care so much about their employees, care so much about their brand, about the people who come through their doors. It seems like it's the exact same for you guys as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's what makes this industry so remarkable, is the people in it care. They care immensely, and they'll take the shirt off your back for them. And for the short little while that we've known each other, prior to this, we were having conversations about skiing and snowboarding, right? And you decided to come and sit down with us today. It's quite beautiful to see. So I want to thank you guys for coming down and sitting with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
It's always great. We love being at these kinds of conferences and events. Like, it is really true in this industry. People are we're all here to help each other. And so it's great. You come to an event like this and someone who you might think of as your competitor sitting at the table next to you, and you're sharing thoughts and ideas and you're cheering each other on. And I think that's really positive.
Yep, certainly. Rising tides raise all boats.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.